I apologize. Mr. Green from Texas is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to say thank you to the many persons who serve in law enforcement. They have difficult jobs, and they do their jobs well. I salute them. I also salute the many persons who have been engaged in peaceful protests. What they have been attempting to do, I support. Peaceful protest is the best protest. Peaceful protest can make a difference in the lives of people. I know because I stand here today because of peaceful protest. I would like to continue what I started on yesterday when I indicated that I would give a response today to a query that was made on Morning Joe. And I want you to know, dear friends, that I don't believe the query was made with malice aforethought. I think it was a genuine expression of concern. While intonations and expressions may connote otherwise to some, I believe that this is a question that should have been asked and that needs to be answered. The question was, what is wrong with these people, meaning 3 members of Congress? What is wrong with these people that they would come to the well of the House of Representatives and they would hold their hands up? What is wrong with them? Here is the answer, my dear brother. The same thing that was wrong with the Pilgrims and caused them to come to Plymouth Rock. The same thing that caused persons to throw tea over into the Boston Harbor. The same thing that caused farmers to traverse the country on tractors and come to the United States Capitol to protest. The same thing that caused Rosa Parks to take a seat on a bus against the law. The same thing that caused Dr. King to march from Selma to Montgomery. The same thing that caused them to cross the Edmund Pettus Bridge on what's known as Bloody Sunday. What's wrong with these people? They refuse to accept injustice. I refuse to accept injustice. What happened in Ferguson was an injustice. I refuse to accept injustice. Injustice anywhere is still a threat to justice everywhere. Dr. King was right. Injustice in Ferguson is a threat to justice in Houston, a threat to justice in Boston. Injustice anywhere is still a threat to justice everywhere. And so, I will continue to hold my hands up. I will continue to support those who engage in peaceful protest, because holding one's hands up is an indication that you don't have anything that will be harmful, an indication that you are willing to move freely and give an opinion about something that you believe to be important. I think that this will symbolize a movement that will metamorphose far beyond the initial reason for it being developed. I am absolutely convinced that this will not eviscerate, this will not evaporate, that it is not going to go away. It's going to become a part of the protest movement. I also want to note that what happened with the Rams players was a seminal moment, and I want to legitimize what they did. I have already said that I will have flags flown over the Capitol of the United States of America in each person's name. Somebody is going to say, well, what about people who may have committed a crime? Washington wasn't perfect, but we honored him. Jefferson wasn't perfect. We honor him. I am going to honor them for what they did at that seminal moment, just as I believe John Carlos and Tommy Smith should be honored for what they did when they held their hands up, indicating that they were protesting at the Olympics in '68. So I, Mr. Speaker, am honored to have this opportunity today to indicate to the world, finally, that Dr. King was right when he said the truest measure of the person is not where the person stands in times of comfort and convenience, when everybody's patting you on the back, when everybody loves you, all your bills are paid, things couldn't be better. The truest measure of the person is not where you stand in times of comfort and convenience. The truest measure of the person is where do you stand in times of challenge and controversy. when people are throwing the slings and arrows of life at you because you took a simple stand against injustice. And it was injustice. I can explain it. I regret that I wasn't invited on the program to give my point of view. So I had to take to the floor of the House of Representatives to give what I would have given if given the opportunity. God bless you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for the time.
Gentleman's time has expired.